we can do much, much better. With an improved philosophy, with a more mature and compelling and complex epistemology driving the phenomenology of the so-called waste problem and its supposed relationship to the law of entropy, we should be able to get through this century without too much more collateral damage. And we should be able to put civilization and its discontents firmly on the path to contentment, to the pursuit of happiness through truth and justice and free markets. When you, and I mean you, stop refusing to see refuse as a resource and see it instead as a form of capital that you can accumulate and benefit from, that is the day the hope will start to be rekindled within you. It will be the day that you, for starters, refuse to see food residuals as refuse. The day you no longer tolerate food waste, seeing it instead as food wasted, food for someone or something else, and commit yourself to feeding that something else. Your journey to realistic optimism begins when you refuse to throw out that banana peel or orange rind or chicken bone and instead grind it up and pour it on soil or in a biodigester or in a compost bin, or give it to someone who sees its value and can profit from it if you are constrained by your circumstances. That day begins when you refuse to allow any organic residuals to stay within or on any metal or plastic or glass or ceramic containers or wrappings that you have been associated with. All of these materials that we use for packaging and transportation are valuable as food for other industrial processes unless they're contaminated by materials, usually organic, that make them too expensive or labor-intensive to use again. China and other Asian and South Asian nations have started to refuse accepting your cruddy, rotting, contaminated garbage. Your journey to sustainable citizenry comes when you refuse to let anything leave your possession or premises that hasn't been thoroughly cleaned, separated, and sorted. It doesn't matter if your local garbage man or garbage woman doesn't know what to do with it or carelessly puts it all together again and contaminates it with other people's thoughtless trash. They will only be course corrected when they see your confidence and optimism and your example and your joyous embrace of the materials others consider trash. When that penetrates their consciousness and creates that paradigm-busting paradox that human minds grow from.